4 wins in a row for Arsenal. Arsenal are top of 2 leagues and everything is going perfectly for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta is getting it so right. It is sensational stuff. Before we get into this video, though, in detail and dissect exactly what we saw tonight at the Emirates, where Arsenal have thrashed Bodo Glimt 3-0, I need to let you know that I am flying to Malta tomorrow to compete in the Battle of Malta. It's a fantastic poker tournament taking place at the Intercontinental Hotel. If you fancy it, you can still get over to Malta. If you're based in Malta, I would love to see you there. I will buy you a pint. The tournament is going to be brilliant. It is called the Battle of Malta, and please do come if you can. I fly tomorrow. There is an awful lot of poker to be played. It is going to be spectacular, and to make it even better, Groove Armada are playing in Malta as well. So I do hope to see you there. If you are coming, let me know in the comments and I will buy you. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll get Adam McCullough and Elliot Hackney to buy you loads and loads of beer. Now, let's wax lyrical about Arsenal, because that is what we have to do. They are truly brilliant at the moment. They are truly fantastic. And Mikel Arteta deserves huge amounts of praise today. He got it right. He got the balance perfect. He used his squad. He made the most of his squad. He kept the rotation going, but he also managed to keep the balance right. You get the perfect blend of youth and experience. What you don't want to do is flood a team with youthful players because they're looking around, they're looking for the experience. It's still intimidating. It's still a European competition, and it's still a full house at the Emirates. So the young players need a little bit of experience in and around them, and they certainly had that. And this tournament counts. Do you know what I will never tolerate? Something that I will never hear. I will not allow it. And on this channel, I will never, ever let these words develop. Anyone that is sneery about this competition. This competition is brilliant. Winning this competition is truly sensational. It would be embarrassing for me or anyone. Unless you support maybe Real Madrid, you could get away with being a bit sneery about this competition. But European silverware is what dreams are made of. Planting your flag in European soil is the stuff dreams are made of. So anyone who adopts a sneery approach about this trophy is completely and utterly incorrect. If Arsenal fans were to not particularly fancy this trophy, they are so wrong. Arsenal, despite their brilliance, despite being a club that have won doubles, despite being a club that have gone unbeaten, have a fairly pitiful record in Europe. They've lost some finals. Obviously, they beat Palmer under Graham when Alan Smith scored. But overall, they would do so well to win this trophy. And that is without bringing the carrot of the Champions League into the conversation. Even if this trophy didn't have a place in the Champions League, I would still dream of winning it if my club were in this tournament. It is a spectacular tournament. Winning European football is a joy. When Chelsea have won it in the past, whether it's against Benfica in Amsterdam, whether it's against Arsenal in Baku, whether it's against Stuttgart in Stockholm, they mean the world to me. So Arsenal have an opportunity not only to get into the Champions League, and I think Arteta needs Champions League football next year. We will judge Mikel Arteta by whether Arsenal are in the Champions League. And he can get there by hook or by crook. He could do it via the Premier League, and it's certainly looking like he's capable of doing that. But he could also do it in actually a more glamorous way by winning a European trophy. And he would love to do that, to add to the FA Cup that he has already won. And I think he's getting it right. He made 8 changes to his team tonight, and they still run out easy winners, dominating, clean sheet. It was exactly what they need. And when you think about what Arteta is building alongside Edu, it is very impressive. The fact that they can make 8 changes and still win is very, very noteworthy. So I do rate it. And then when you look at what they have in their arsenal, look at what they can do. They brought on in a triple substitution Odegaard, Jesus, and Saka. I mean, at that point, it felt slightly cruel. And then you look at the performance of somebody like Fabio Viera on the score sheet. What a game he had. He was spectacular. Edu deserves credit here. And it is the way that Arteta is building this team in his vision. I'm full of admiration for it. It is very impressive. And this is what I want to see Chelsea do with Graham Potter. Give him the time that he deserves. Give him the time to find his feet, to bring his players in. And look at what's happening now. Like, one of those goals that Arsenal scored tonight actually belongs in a museum. It was sensational. It was a dazzling goal. Gabriel Jesus. I'm running out of superlatives for this, man. Do you know what? Everybody likes to make TikToks about me at the moment. Things that I've said about Erling Haaland or whatever. And yes, I got that wrong. But nobody's making any TikToks about things I got right. And what about that video that I put on this very channel, begging Chelsea to hijack the deal when Gabriel Jesus was going to sign for Arsenal? Because I knew quite how brilliant he was going to be. I knew quite how ruthless he was going to be. I knew quite how elite he was going to be. He is arguably the best pressing centre-forward in the league. That is how good he is. I rate him so highly, and it's not only what he can do, scoring goals, it's the build-up play, and he did it tonight. Think about what he did against Bournemouth. Do you remember when he plucked out, I think it was Ben White, sort of scuffed the ball into the air, spinning. Gabriel Jesus plucked it down, killed the ball as if it were a medicine ball, turned on it, created a move, and ultimately Odegaard scored. He does so much more than score goals, and he did it again today. And his assist for Viera was truly, truly sensational. And things are just going so well for Arsenal because the players that started were brilliant. The players who come in are brilliant. And it really does seem to be working. And options are crucial for a manager. Options are everything that you need as a football manager. And the fact that Mikel Arteta now has so many options, when I thought that maybe he'd made a mistake. You know, when they let Nicolas Pepe leave for nothing, you think keep him because maybe you're going to have to overplay someone like Martinelli because you haven't got Pepe there. But yesterday, only yesterday, I was listening to the radio and I heard Arteta talking about potentially playing Nketiah with Jesus. We saw it for half an hour today and it was good. That's another option. It's another template. It's another formation. It's another opportunity for Mikel Arteta. So it's very, very impressive what is happening there. And the fact that he thought about it yesterday, did it today, and it's worked is huge. Arsenal are going from strength to strength. And before they played Bodo Glimt again, Liverpool are waiting. What a game that is going to be. If Arsenal continue in this form against Liverpool, if they beat Liverpool, listen, I think they can win the league anyway. I don't think they will win it. I think City will win it ultimately by a country mile. But they can win it. And if you are an Arsenal fan, I think you should be believing in your team here. I don't think so. But football isn't about being rational. Football is about being tribal and loyal and optimistic and committing. And I think that Arsenal fans should genuinely believe that they are on something special here. Start singing that you can win the Premier League because you can. And that belief may filter into the dressing room. What a game that's going to be against Liverpool, by the way. I cannot wait. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. Come to Malta, the Battle of Malta. It is going to be phenomenal. I hope to see you there. Have a wonderful night. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll see you all in a bit. Ta-da.